Hey, I'm Amethyst Goddess from InAlignment Ministries, and today I will be doing, or rather tonight, I will be doing the current energy. And when I tap into the current energy, I didn't check out the astrology right now, so I'm just gonna do straight up like Rider Waite. I'm gonna keep it simple. I just really feel like just getting straight to the point and keeping it simple um, is what is called for during this particular energy reading. Let's see. I'm hearing 4 to 6 scenarios, so I may pull out 4 to 6 cards based on each scenario and me being able to detail those. If this is your first time coming to my page, or you've been constantly coming on this page knowing good and well you need to subscribe, go ahead and click that subscribe button, okay? And also, if you feel guided, like, share, you know what I mean? Okay, give me some feedback too. So if you are feeling this type of reading, or if something hit home, something resonated, feel free to, let me know in the comment section. Full 6 cards I'm hearing. I've already set the tone with my prayer. If you don't know, I love to set the tone for a prayer through prayer, as far as protection, guidance, moving my ego out the way, making sure that I'm getting all of the information, all of the downloads necessary, and pass it on to you as the receiver. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? Take the meat, throw out the bones. I'm sure some of y'all have heard of that saying. February is known for people who love to celebrate Valentine's Day. I completely forgot about Valentine's Day, just keeping it 100. But a lot of people are feeling like a love energy that makes them want to open up and be harmonious and like communicate, get along, like get to the nitty-gritty of said issues, or really like work it out. And I'm not getting working it out in dysfunctional connections, because I'm getting that those people who recognize they're in a dysfunctional situation are wanting to get out and are actively doing so, whether it's strategizing, like getting their ducks in a row so that they can exit stage left, or if it's a thing where they are cutting off their energy, so there's energy supply to those said parties that they know that are not for their highest good. They know has become very toxic and very emotionally draining. They may have also recognized there may have been emotional manipulation. There have been instances where they felt like these people were energetic vampires or energy vampires. So all of that is coming up to surface for those who want to do better. But I'm seeing also on the flip side, there are people that are in loving connections that they may have missed the mark, or there may have been a dry spell, or they've gotten so caught up in their work where they don't communicate the same, where they're not expressing their love like they used to, or going out on dates, or just being more expressive with their love and more communicative. I'm seeing that. I'm hearing the energy of make the effort. I'm also seeing a lot of us are tapping into our love energy. Like we may have been tapping into our heart chakra. Some of us have had heart chakra activations. I know I have. I have felt a balance within my solar plexus. Like I feel like it's finally like getting to where it needs to be, and it's actually reflecting outwardly on a physical level. I'm also noticing my sacral energy, it's more in balance, more in tune, um, as far as how it should be. I just know my body, and I know when it's out of alignment. I know when it's in alignment. So I'm feeling like everything is like falling into place, and I'm just really thankful for this particular time, because I just got off a cleanse. It was a 14-day cleanse with Felicia from Vegan Taste So Good. I mean, not be. I don't know why I want to call her stuff Vegan Taste So Good, but Vegan Taste Good. I just got off her cleanse and it was like thebomb.com. So feel free to look her up. Definitely. But let's get into the message. This is what I have tapped in just now, intuitively, what I feel as far as the energy. Okay. So a lot of us want to make things right. We want to come together. We want to be in partnership and not in dysfunctional, toxic ones. We want to remove ourselves from those, but we want to be even some of us want to be in cohabitation with those healthy partners. Okay, so some of you have communicated a recent truth. You may be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, where you're really like tapping into your heart space, as well as tapping into the facts. Like I'm hearing logic. So if you've noticed some things that have transpired that need to be addressed, you're not only going to use your heart, you're going to say it in love, of course, but you're going to like spit like the unadulterated truth as far as what has been going on, and you don't really appreciate certain things, or you see that someone is missing a mark on how they treat you, or you're just communicating, like expressing your love, wanting to bring healing and balance to the connection, wanting to see that the emotion, the water element come out, because some of you all may have come off harsh in the past, or your significant other, or it's just like y'all been going like this. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. Again, some of you may be connected to an Aquarius. This is the star card. So again, you want to bring healing to your connection. I'm hearing divine healing, rejuvenation, like restoration. This is even a wish fulfillment card. But here it is. I'm hearing giving and receiving when I see these vases. Okay, the water bearer is like, I'm seeing a give and take situation, so that there is a happy medium or a happy balance. Again, you're recognizing that it takes effort, it takes work to make a relationship, in fact, work. It's not going to always be Gucci. It's not always going to always be sunshine and gumdrops and all that good stuff. There's going to be some effort, you're going to have to be hold yourself accountable for your actions. You're going to have to I'm hearing like gird your mouth or something like that. So like basically like mind what you say, like be a little bit more mindful in how you say things. It's not necessarily what you say you hear, it's how you say it. So make sure when you're communicating certain truths, especially if you want to salvage the relationship, especially if you want to rekindle a connection, like to say it in a gentle manner, or it can be firm, but just in a loving manner. Make sure your heart is connected to what you're speaking, okay? You can speak the truth without being cutting, if that makes sense. Six of Pentacles, yes, you want to bring balance and harmony into the connection. Some of you are actually realizing that in order for it to be harmonious, there has to be a balance in the relationship with finances. So if there's a thing where one is paying more than the other, if that's not how you want it to work and you want to come together and actually revise that, then that may come up on, on the table. Others of you are feeling like an individual may be breadcrumbing you. So that can very well be the connection that you guys want to let go, where it's like the 10 of Wands situation where it's damn near unbearable, and you're getting tired of being breadcrumbed out of the situation. I'm hearing even spoils. So it's just like remnants of a war. Like it's like you go through these battles, these hardships with the significant other or people, and it's like you don't want to go through that anymore. You realize that the amount of toiling and the amount of effort that you put in relationships is just not, it's not justice in it. There's no balance in it, because by the time you get regrouped, come back together, it's like I'm hearing like a penny pinching energy. So someone is being selfish within the connection, not only emotionally, but financially. Okay. And lastly, The Lover's card, which is also connected to Gemini. This is a duality here. This can also be what people like to talk about as far as twin flame connections. It very well can actually be a decision. Let me clarify that, because some of you may come to a decision, I'm hearing on the brink. So some of you very well may be coming to a decision. It's coming to a head, I'm hearing. That it's like something got to give, okay? Something has got to give. Clarify the Lovers, please. Yeah, it's about your relationship. So that's Two of Cups energy. Yeah, it's a decision, okay? Judgment. That's a major card. Right, whether to bring healing, you may also be connected to a Sagittarius, whether to bring healing and restoration and emotional balance within the said connection, within that connection. Yeah. Justice, or like leaving the connection, okay? Some of you are communicating, which I strongly not recommend not to, unless you don't really necessarily care about the connection. You're wanting to communicate via text. Some of you are actually waiting for things to pass over as far as how intense the connection was. Wheel of Fortune. So you're just being patient with the process. Like, say, for instance, y'all had a heated discussion or it was a hot topic. It's like now it's time to like scale back and allow time to go by, the healing, for people to sit in their emotions, to sit in the process as far as what was said, and being able to take it without being so overly critical or hypersensitive. So you're sitting on it, you're resting on it, you're allowing the process to, take place. You're not pushing it, which is strongly recommended, especially if it was just an intense disagreement or just a discussion that made you feel a little bit more sensitive, or your significant other sensitive to the connection and what was said. Again, this is like a soulmate energy or past life, even like a real close relationship or your partner, someone that you may have felt like some form of nostalgia, okay? Some of you, again, are contemplating leaving, like just taking what you have and just moving on. But some of you want to bring balance and harmony back into the connection and healing, okay? So it seems like there's a mixed bag dealing with love here. This seems like a love reading, okay? That's what it's coming off as. And I want to get advice and then we can close out, because I pretty much said what I had to say. I felt really light about this. It's pretty cut and dry. You know what I mean? I'm hearing pull 3 cards for advice. Well, I pretty much gave you advice, but like kind of like to close it off, like to close off the message. Some of you are upholding your boundaries. Some of you are exploring your options. So this is Capricorn energy. This is 4 of Pentacles. Some of you are like saying, you know what? I think I'm going to hold my boundaries. I like the way I've been going. I like the progress. Yes, I miss this person. Yes, I miss how it used to be. But, this is better. And in some instances it is. But just make sure you're not closing off your heart space to other opportunities. And I'm seeing there's nothing really wrong with that energy, especially with the individuals that I described earlier. 2 of Swords, it's not necessarily that you're indecisive, it's just you're choosing not to make a decision right now. You realize that there is a decision that needs to be made, but you're not going to pressure yourself to make it at this given time, okay? So it is a difficult decision in some regard, but most of you all are like, I'm just going to take my time and wait and see how things pan out. And again, some of you, 2 of Wands, are actually exploring your options, and that can be connected to Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy, where you say, hey, I got the world in my hand. I can do pretty much whatever I please, and I don't have to be tied to something or bound to something that I'm not happy with, okay? And you're seeing that you have numerous possibilities as far as what love looks like for you. You know, a lot of times we go through these things where we want these fairy tale endings, and sometimes it's not like that. It's just like a rewritten story or another chapter or a whole book, a whole different book where you're actually like saying, you know what, that didn't turn out the way I expected, and it's okay. You know, I may like mourn the relationship right now, but I know that there's better coming for me. I know that I deserve more. I know that um it ain't even about what you bring to the table. It's just like you just feel like you have it going on to a degree where you have a good grasp on appreciating yourself, loving yourself. You're finally like upholding those boundaries. You're finally recognizing what self love is. Because you know we hear it all the time, but it's like you're finding out what self love means to you, and what ways that you can honor yourself as far as showing up for yourself, as far as appreciating yourself, loving yourself, being gentle, holding yourself accountable, being responsible. Like all of those different things are coming together for you because you're actually saying you're open to that process. You're open to that type of mindset. Okay, so that is the message that I have for us for the current energy. Again, this was straight to the point where we didn't really need to like pull a gang of cards and all of that. Feel free to come back and check out my other videos. I do post energy healing videos as well. I always post current energy readings. My intentions are to have them between Monday and Tuesday. Sometimes it happens where it falls on Wednesday, but you're definitely going to get a video for the current energy. So if you come here next week, next month, next year, I guarantee you there's going to be a message for you, okay? Because that's how I set the intentions that whoever comes here, they'll get what they need. So that's all I have for you. Again, Amethyst Guys from InAlignment Ministries. Be well. Take care.